everybody. Welcome. Today we're going to do a total brain reboot. So we're going to go through all the different systems of the brain, check for different things that could be off or out of whack or associations, just so that everything is balanced and everything's communicating. Because sometimes parts of the brain are not communicating with other parts of the brain. You'll see what different things could get in the way as we go through it. So we want to make sure everything's like a clean slate. Now I'm working with one of my clients today. We're going to go over what her focus of attention is for the reboot, which the reboot is good for everyone to do. But sometimes when there's some things that have been kind of going on for a while, for like your whole life, for years, for whatever it might be, we can focus our attention on that. So we're including, sort of that energy that may have actually caused everything to go out of whack in the first place, right? So it's just finding more details and more ways of really focusing in on making sure everything's firing together. Sometimes things are a little out of sync, and we'll find that stuff here today. So I think what I'll do is I'll share my screen now. Okay, so to my beautiful client who's agreed to be videoed for my YouTube channel today, let's talk a little bit about what your focus of attention is, like what's been going on with you. We've been working on some things over the past few days, but if you were to think on what you feel could be contributing to anything that could be out of whack within the brain, we just want to include that. So what would you say about that?
I think I have problems with hypervigilance, like an inability to relax. Even when I'm sleeping, I feel like I'm not completely able to calm the system down. I'm not quite sure if there's one specific word, but maybe is that helpful?
Yeah, or maybe even being able to remain in at peace, kind of a thing, right? Or to remain or return easily to, we'll just say peace, right? Because that would kind of turn off all of that hypervigilance and the inability to relax, the disturbances with the sleep and all that, right? So, well, let me just test that. But before we do all that, I really just want to take a moment just to call in all that beautiful energy working with us here today. Really setting the focus and making sure I'm connected with you, which I am. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, I already feel something moving in my heart. Okay. So maybe if we were to find it, so I'm put some notes there so you can see what I'm doing. The stress test for a specific word or focus. Do you feel, and we can test it, but would it be like being in a state of calm and peace or relaxed? What kind of word would you want to put to that?
Yeah, I think it's just an inability to find relaxation.
Okay, so let's use the word relaxation. So, do you have energies that prevent you from really just being in that state of relaxation? Yes. So, this word relaxation is the trigger. Are you able to remain in relaxation? No. So, relaxation is a trigger. Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. Let's say it's uh, yeah. We'll say the whole word relaxation. Okay, good. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the brain and we're going to find any spirit body disconnections. So that's where not all of the spirit is in this part of the body. So you've had many sessions before, you might have come across that where maybe not all of the spirit was in the heart or in a certain muscle, that happens. And so we're checking that within the brain now. We're going there. We're going to find anywhere that the spirit isn't fully and completely within that function or that part of the brain. Okay? So maybe you don't have any. So I'm just going to be testing. Are there spirit body disconnections within your brain? And there are. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to find them. I'm just going to go through the chart. So where's the first spirit body disconnection? Is it here to the right? No, to the left? Is it in the stem? No. Is it deep structure? So something with the vestibular system. Oh, I don't want all caps. Okay, it's not completely 100% spirit in the body. So can we bring 100% spirit to the body? We can do that. Yeah. So and so easy. We just swipe, right? We're just bringing you back to that 100% of your spirit within the vestibular system. Okay. So have we accomplished that? Yes. Okay, good. So what was I saying? 100%. Yeah. All right. Now, normally those people who've worked with body code before know that we'll look for associations and imbalances. We'll do that after we find all the different things. So we can do it in each individual thing. We can do it at the end of each one of these sections. I'll just do what feels right to me. Maybe I'll do it after the sections. Maybe I'll just do it after we do the whole thing and then look for any associations that could undo the work that we're doing here today. So that makes sense to you? I'm asking my client.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, okay, good. All right. So I know you don't want to have your image and your name, you want to be anonymous. So I'll just every time I ask a question, I'm talking to you. You might have thought I was just talking to my audience. But anyway, I want to know, I want your input. So we did vestibular system. Now, is there another spirit body disconnection? There is. So would it be with on the right? No, it's on the left, and it's in the brainstem this time. So there's some parts of the brainstem. Are the right, the left, the medulla, and the midbrain. Okay, so there is spirit body disconnection with the midbrain. Can we bring that back to 100% right here, right now? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to bring it back to 100%. Now your subconscious mind already knows that I'm going to be doing associations after. We want to set it all up and then make sure we clear anything that would undo all of this work that I'm doing right now. So is that 100%? Yep. Okay. We just want to make sure it stays that way, and that's why we'll do associations afterwards. So let's go back. Now, is there something else? Is there another spirit body disconnection connection somewhere within the brain? Is there another one? There is. Okay, and it's on the right this time, cerebrum. Okay. Okay, but we have more within the cerebrum. Okay, so all right, on the left. Okay, temporal lobe. Okay, so we want to make sure all of the temporal lobe is 100% connected. So can we do that? Yeah. All right. So let's do it. Spirit body connection. We're bringing it back together 100%. All right. Good. Thank you. Whew. I love doing this. Okay. 100%. Okay. So let's go back. Let's find another thing. So I didn't put brainstem here. I'm going to put it so when I give you these notes, you'll be able to follow along, even though you remember what happened here. Okay, so we did the cerebrum. Do we have another spirit body disconnection? Yeah. Okay, good. Let's find as many as we can, right? We want to get everything really working well. So this time, are we to the right? No, it's on the left. Is it brainstem? It's a deep structure. Okay, let me just write that down. What type? To the right. No, it's on the left. Is it limbic, basal ganglia, amygdala? Okay, fight or flight. You want to make sure you're 100% within that. Can we do that right now? Yeah. Okay, good. So let's do it. Let's bring that spirit back into the amygdala. And so that would bring you out of that peaceful place, right? In that fight or flight state. Okay, so that's 100%. Okay, do we have another one? Yep. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. So right, no, left, brainstem again. Okay. This time it's the right, it's the pons. Okay, can we bring that back to 100% spirit? Yeah. Okay, so let's do that one. All right, good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. 100%. What we want to hear. Okay, so what else do we have? Now, if you have any questions while I'm doing this, please just ask them. If you have a question, someone else watching might have a question too. Okay, so where are we going from here? Is there another one of these spirit body disconnections? Another one. Yep. On the right? Nope. On the left. In the brainstem, in the deep structure, cerebrospinal fluid. Okay. No, I didn't really mention what these were about. Like vestibular system has to do with balance, right? Cerebrospinal fluid is this fluid that goes through from the brain and down and travels through the spine and through the brain. So there's some kind of a disconnect there. Can we bring that back to 100? Yeah. So let's do that. I mean, of course, we're going to get a yes because we're going to bring everything back to the 100%, and then anything that could undo it, we'll take care of that at the end. All right, good. And there probably will be associations. They usually are. So we're 100% good. Ooh, I don't keep feeling something in my heart center here. All right. So is there another spirit body? There is. There's another one. All right. So where is it? To the right? No. To the left? Is it brainstem? No, it's a deep structure. Okay. Let's write that down. And what do we have here with this deep structure? Right side. Okay. Pineal gland. We bring that back to 100. We can. So let's do it. Ooh, yeah. That inner sight there. Let's bring that back to 100%. Got it. How are you feeling?
Great.
Okay. Anything you want to say, or just let me know.
Okay, yeah, I will.
But I don't know. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling something. I'm not. Like I usually feel things all over my body, but I'm specifically feeling stuff within my heart, and I like that because it's good. It's like I don't know. Maybe it's just that just bringing you back to wholeness within that whole system is just affecting the heart in some way, in a good way. Okay,
Yeah.
now let's go back to the beginning of the brain. All right. Do we have another spirit body disconnection? Yeah, there's another one. On the right? No, it's on the left. Brainstem. It's a deep structure. Okay, just note that. Structure. Okay, this time, is it right? It is. Pineal gland? No. Thalamus. Okay, we're looking at the thalamus. Now, the stuff you're experiencing, you've experienced for a while, and I know you said you've had a lot of trauma and stuff when you were growing up. So it makes sense that a lot of this is what we're finding has been going on. So the thalamus, we can bring it to 100. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Ooh, good. I always get these little shakes. All right, good. That's 100. 100%. All right, let's see. Is there something more? Is there another spirit body disconnection? No. Okay, so we got all the spirit body disconnections, everything back to 100% there. Good. Okay, now we're going to see if there's physical disconnections. So with physical disconnections, it's just two parts within the brain not communicating. Like they're just not, they're not speaking to each other as they should. So let's find what those are. All right, so where will we find this first physical disconnection within the brain? What's the first part? Something here on the right side? No, it's on the left. And it's in the brainstem. Okay. On the right, so we have the pons. And rather than take the time to explain each one of these, because if anybody's working with the body code themselves, they know that they can click on this and you'll find information, right? Motor control, sensory analysis. So it's all there. And a lot of people have the book, because it seems like, for me anyway, I seem to get a lot of people that have already done some of this work in some way, and many of them who want to actually do this work. So, or you can just look it up anywhere, right? But if you want to know the details, I don't want to take the time to do that. I just want to fix it all.
Yeah,
Is that okay with you?
absolutely.
Okay, good. So the first part is the pons, and what else? On the right, no, on the left, brainstem. Okay, two parts of the brainstem. The right side, no, pons can't be the pons. So medulla, midbrain, medulla. Pons and medulla are not communicating as they need to, right? So can we bring these two back together? Yep, we can reconnect them. Yep, okay. So connecting the pons and the medulla, opening that communication, bringing it back together. All right, good. Thank you. Woo. right, good. So I'll just say connected. All right. What else do we have that might be not speaking to each other that are oops, I want to stay in the brain. All right. So do we have another one? Is there another physical disconnection? Yeah. Right side, left side, brainstem. No. Okay. So this time we have a deep structure. To the right, not to the left. Limbic, basal ganglia, amygdala. All right. That I like when we see that, knowing what things we've been working on. Okay.
Mhm.
Amygdala and what something to the right side, the cerebrum. Okay. Amygdala and cerebrum. Oh, I got chills when that came out. All right. So can we connect these guys back together again? Yes, we can. So let's do it. You only need to 3-swipe it, but I just like to swipe. Feels good. All right, so we got those connected. Is there another physical disconnection? Yes, there is. So where might it be? Somewhere here. So we're back to brain. Okay, right side, no. Right side, no. So left side. In the brainstem is a deep structure, cerebrospinal fluid. Okay, we had a little spirit disconnect before, right? So you see that some of the same ones will come up again. Cerebrospinal fluid and what's the next part? Something right side, okay? Cerebrum, no. Cerebellum, okay. Okay, okay, cerebellum. All right, so can we bring this back together? Yes. Okay, I just distracted myself because I just realized something I want to go back to. But we can bring this back, physical connection back to 100%. All right. Okay, good. So when we did amygdala and cerebrum, there's parts of the cerebrum. So let's find what part it was that we reconnected here. Okay, cerebrum. What part was it that was out of connection within the cerebrum? That was the cerebrum, right? Yes, it was. Okay. Right side, no. Left side, temporal lobe. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So is the amygdala and the temporal lobe reconnected? Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, it was done. We just want to make sure, but it's nice to know exactly what we did.
Sounds good.
Because when you get the notes, it's kind of nice to know, right? Okay. So, and we had done cerebral fluid and this. Okay. That's connected. Okay. Good. So, all right. Now, is there another? Let me go back. Is there another physical disconnection here within in the brain? Another physical disconnection? Yeah, we do. Okay. So where's this one? Is the first part on the right? No, it's on the left. Is it brainstem, deep structure, cerebrospinal fluid? No, vestibular system. Okay. So that's all about balance, right? Mostly. Okay. And what's the next part to this? Something on the right. Okay. Is it part of the cerebrum? No, cerebellum. It's a cranial nerve. Okay. So there's 12 of those. Let's see which one it is. All right. So are we looking for one of the odd numbers? No, an even one. Let me get my glasses so I can read this better when we get to it. So it's an even. So is it number 2, 4, 6? Is it 8, 10, 12? So 10, the vagus nerve.
Ah,
CN, cranial nerve. 10. That makes sense to you?
absolutely. Yeah, it's big for relaxation.
Yeah. So it says, I'll just read it because it's interesting, right? The longest of all the nerves starts at the brain, ends in the abdomen, provides many functions, including regulating heart rhythm, connecting to the smooth muscles of the lungs, the airway, the gastrointestinal tract, Also provides sensation to the throat, the heart, abdominal organs, outer part of the ear. Helps with our ability to taste. In addition, it enables movement of the throat and soft palate. So that's all functional stuff. And you know also that it has to do with what did you say? Relaxation?
It's extremely important.
Okay. All right. So nice that we're coming up on that one. Vestibular system, cranial nerve, C10. Can we reconnect the communication with these two? Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Ooh, yeah. Nice shakes on that. Love it. Yeah. Goosebumps all around. Okay. Good. All right. So that's connected. Okay. Is there another physical disconnection here to look at? There's another one. Let's go back. Okay. Where will we find that? There's another one, right? Yes. Okay. So is it something with the right side? No, the left side. Is it in the brainstem? It's in the deep structures. Okay. The first part of this. On the right, no, on the left. Limbic system. Okay. Limbic system. I don't really remember about the limbic system. Emotions, motivation, primitive reactions such as fear and anger, as well as controlling behaviors with food survival and more. Okay. So,
Extremely important to trauma healing and relaxation and all of that too.
all right, good. So this is making sense. So we have the limbic system. Okay, it's disconnected from what? Let's go back. Would it be right? No, left. Right side, no, left. Brainstem, deep structure, another deep structure. All right, something here to the right. No, on the left. Is it limbic, basal ganglia, amygdala? Okay. Okay, limbic system and amygdala. Can we bring those back? Absolutely. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Love this. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's back. Okay. So we're connected once again. Okay. Do we have another physical disconnection? Yes, we do. All right. So where are we going to find that one? Would it be on the right? No. Left. Okay. Right. No. Left. Yes. In the brainstem. In the deep structures. Okay. Okay. Would it be on the right? It is on the right. Is it pineal gland, thalamus? No, pituitary. Wish I could remember, like, just know, like, what all the functions are. Um,
I think the pituitary is the one that signals your body to make thyroid hormones, which is
okay.
very important for all of these functions.
Yeah, it says it right there. Secretes hormones, regulates body's balance.
Mhm.
So the nice thing about the body code is it gives you, it tells you so much about it in a very simple way. So anyone who wants to try and do this for themselves, you can get the app, you can get the book, and you can work with it. All right.
Mm.
So deep structures. And you can, if you wanted to do this for yourself, you can kind of follow along what I've been doing on here, right? Even though you're going to get different stuff because you're working on yourself, but it's great example for people on how to do it. All right. So
Mm.
we have the pituitary. What is it disconnected from? Let's go back here. Okay. Something on the right, and it's within the cerebrum. Okay. Let's find out what part. So I didn't do that. Okay, so where is this pituitary and something here to the right? Nope, to the left. Temporal lobe, occipital lobe, corpus callosum. So as far as I remember, we'll take a look. That's what allows communication between the right and the left side of the brain.
Mhm.
Okay, corpus callosum, right? I think pretty much bundle of nerves, yeah, messaging, sensory motor, and going from both sides there. All right, good. So we know what that is. Now, can we reconnect those guys? Yes, let's bring them back together. Right, this way the communication can be there. And are they back together? Yes. Okay, so that's connected. Right. Do we have another physical disconnection? One more physical disconnection? No. We got all the physical disconnections. Okay, now we're going to do some, actually, I have a note down here. Let me go down there. Desynchronizations. Okay, so that's where things are connected, but they're firing off wrong. Like they're not in phase, in alignment with each other. They're missing. Like this, it's a miss. So we want to make sure we catch all of those and resynchronize them. So let's see what we find. All right. So first of all, do you have any desynchronizations within your brain? Do you have any? Yeah. All right. So let's find what's not communicating well. What's firing? What's missing the beat here? The first part, is it somewhere on the right? No, it's on the left, and it's in the brainstem. Okay. Right side. So we have the pons. You know what? Since pons came up a bunch of times, let's just see what it's responsible for. Oh, we did motor control, sensory analysis. Okay. All right. So we have the brainstem pons, and it's not totally communicating properly with what? On the right? Nope. On the left, in the brainstem, in a deep structure. Okay. Right side. All right. So is it the pineal gland? No, the thalamus. No, pituitary. Somehow these two are out of alignment with each other, out of sync. Brainstem, the pons, and the pituitary. Can we resync those? Can we bring them back together? Yeah. Okay, so let's synchronize these two. Okay, good. In sync. All right, so they're in sync. All right, is there another desynchronization? Yeah. Let's find that one. So where's the first part of this? To the right? No. To the left. In the brainstem? No. In deep structure. Okay. Right side, pineal, thalamus, pituitary. It's a bunch of stuff with this pituitary here. Okay, so we have pituitary and some other part. Is it right? No, it's left. Is it brainstem? Deep structure, cerebrospinal, vestibular system, pituitary and vestibular system. All right, so I mean, all parts of the brain, you want them all communicating all the time. However, they're meant to be. This somehow is not, so we want to bring it back together. Pituitary and vestibular system, we can do that. Okay. So just bring these guys back in sync. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you for that. Okay. Okay, is there another desynchronization? Yeah. Will we find the first part here, right? No, to the left. Is it within the brainstem, a deep structure? So vestibular system. Okay, the vestibular system and something else. Okay, where is the something else? To the right. In the cerebrum. No, the cerebellum. I think that's the first time that's come up. No, it hasn't. It was up before. Cerebrospinal fluid and cerebellum had a physical disconnection. All right, so now we have something out of sync with the vestibular system and the cerebellum. Let's bring them back in sync, right? Open this communication, have it all firing correctly. Good. In sync there. All right, let's find more. Okay, we're at the main page. So is there another desynchronization? Yeah. Would it be on the right? No, it's on the left. Is it within the brainstem, the deep cerebrospinal fluid? It's funny because a lot of these have come up already, right?
Mhm.
You know, none of this ever has to make any sense because it's all energy, right? And the body code will take you in the weirdest places sometimes. But for our own mind, it's kind of nice when it feels like it makes sense. Even though no matter what, I don't ever doubt that something that sounds weird actually is correct because your subconscious mind always takes us where we need to go. So we're at cerebrospinal fluid, and what? What is it that you're not communicating well with? Something to the right, and it's in the cerebrum. Okay, let's find out what part of that. On the right, the frontal lobe. Okay. Okay. So can we pull those guys back and sync to each other? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Is there another desynchronization? Yeah. Where is it? Is it right? It's left. Right. No. Left. Brainstem. Okay. Is it pons? No. Medulla. Midbrain. Medulla. Okay. The medulla and what? Something on the right. Is it in the cerebrum, the cerebellum? Oh, it's a cranial nerve. So we have medulla and a cranial nerve. Now let's find out which one. Is it one of the odd numbers? That's an even number. So is it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 again, 12, 10. Okay, what was that? Vagus nerve? Yep, vagus nerve. Okay, so, you know what? Let me just, I don't think I wrote it last time, but I'll write it now. So we have the medulla and the cranial nerve, the vagus nerve. Okay, so let's make sure they're in sync with each other, and we can do that. So let's do it. Okay, in sync. I'm curious about the medulla. What is the medulla known for here? Breathing, heart rate, maintaining vital body functions. Okay. All right, so those are back in sync. Good. Is there another desynchronization here? Is there another one? There is. So would we find it something here to start with here on the right? No, it's on the left. Is it in the brain side? No. Deep structure. All right, where? What do we have in the deep structure here? Right side. Ooh, pineal gland. Like that third eye, right? Okay, the pineal gland and what is it not firing correctly with? Something on the right side, okay? Something in the cerebrum. Right side, frontal lobe, no, parietal lobe. Pineal gland and parietal lobe. What does this one do? Movement, orientation, recognition, perception of stimuli. Okay. So we can get these guys back synced together. Yep. Let's bring them back. Okay, synchronize these. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you. And in sync. All right. Let's see if we have another one. Another desynchronization. Yeah, we do. All right. Right. No. Left. Brainstem. Okay. Right. Nope. It's on the left. So is it medulla? Nope. Midbrain. Midbrain and something to the right. Is it within the cerebrum? No. Cerebellum. Okay. All right. So can we synchronize these two? Yep. Midbrain, cerebellum. Did that right?
You need to click into cerebellum, or is that its own thing?
That's its own thing, but we can find out what it said there. So it's in sync. Cerebrum has parts to it. If you look at this, the things that have a little like page at the bottom of the piece of art, that means it tells you what it's about.
Okay.
So the ones that don't have that, like cerebrum, is because there's parts. Okay. And then they have that little, little note there to let you know that you can read about it there. All right, so those are in sync. Now, see if there's more, because then we get to do all the resets after we find all these desynchronizations. Do we have another desynchronization? No. Do we have another desynchronization? No. Okay, good. So we got all of them. We've synchronized all of them. Yeah. Okay. So now we can move on to the resets. Yeah. All right, so now this is, I explained this to you before. We're going to do it like resets from all of the parts of the brain all the way back to the beginning of the nervous center
Mhm.
system. All right. So let's start that. And literally, I'm just going to keep swiping and resetting them all. So we'll start at the top, the whole brain chart, right? And go to the brain stem. We know there's 3 parts there. So what we're going to do while I'm doing this, and you're probably swiping along with me because I know you like to swipe too. So we'll start with the medulla. We want to make sure the medulla is reset and integrated with the pons, and that the medulla is reset and integrated with the midbrain. Then we want to go to the pons, make sure the pons has its connection right with the medulla and the midbrain, and then it's reset. And then we go over to the midbrain, make sure the midbrain and medulla are back together, and midbrain and pons. So we're just resetting and integrating all the parts right now of the brain stem. So we did that. Now we want to come back and we'll go to the cerebrum because this one has parts within it too, right? Okay, so click on cerebrum. And now we'll start with the temporal lobe. So we're going to reset and reconnect the temporal lobe with the frontal lobe, temporal lobe with the occipital lobe, temporal lobe with the parietal lobe, and temporal lobe with the corpus callosum. Very good. We move over to the frontal lobe. Make sure frontal lobe, temporal lobe. So we're doing like both ways with all the pieces all the way along, right? I'm going to hit each one every time. So frontal lobe with the occipital lobe, frontal lobe with the parietal lobe, frontal lobe with the corpus callosum. So let's move down to occipital lobe. Make sure it's got everything going well together with the temporal lobe, and then the frontal lobe, parietal lobe, corpus callosum. Now we hop over to parietal lobe, and then we're going parietal lobe, temporal lobe, to frontal lobe, right? Occipital lobe, corpus callosum. And then we come down to that corpus callosum and we make sure corpus callosum is also connected to all of these: temporal lobe, frontal lobe, right? Occipital lobe, and parietal lobe. All right, good. So we've got all of the cerebrum all integrated together. Okay. So now we want to go to the deep structures because there's a bunch of those. Okay. So we'll start with the limbic system, right? Let's reintegrate, reset with the pineal gland, the basal ganglia, the thalamus, all right, hypothalamus, pituitary, oh, and the amygdala. Yeah. Okay. Let's move over to pineal gland. Make sure we have pineal gland integrated here with limbic system, basal ganglia, thalamus, hypothalamus. Good. Pituitary and the amygdala. Yes. Okay. So now let's go over to basal ganglia. Let's go up there to the limbic system, pineal gland, right? To the thalamus. Good. The hypothalamus, pituitary, and the amygdala. All right, good. Now we'll move over to thalamus and do the whole thing, like each and every time. Now we're going to make sure it's integrated here and reset with the limbic system, pineal gland, basal ganglia, hypothalamus, pituitary. Oh, yeah. And the amygdala. All right, good. Whew. What was that? Basal ganglia? So now we'll do thalamus. You know, I get a little lost when I'm getting floaty in this energy. So thalamus, limbic system, pineal gland, basal ganglia, hypothalamus. Yep. Getting them all. Pituitary. Yep. And amygdala. And again, the intention is what leads the way. If you say the wrong words or whatever, it doesn't matter, because we know what's going on. Your system is totally clued in. And now, so let's go to that hypothalamus, right? Up to the limbic system, pineal gland, basal ganglia, thalamus, pituitary, and amygdala. All right, great. Okay. So where are we now? pituitary, up to limbic, pineal, basal ganglia, thalamus, hypothalamus, amygdala. Yeah, now let's go to that amygdala. All right, you really want to reset all of that and make sure everything's integrated. So let's go amygdala to the limbic system, pineal gland, basal ganglia, thalamus, oh, hypothalamus, pituitary. All right, good. So we got all of the deep structures all in sync, all integrated, really integrated and reset is what we're doing here. Okay, so those are the ones that had different parts to it, right? The brainstem, the cerebrum, and the deep structures. Now we're going to go from each one of those to each other, like we did on all the other charts. You following me?
Okay.
All right. So let's go start with brainstem, making sure that we're integrated and reset with the cerebrum, all parts of it. We already integrated all of the cerebrum together, so now we're just doing the whole, right? Brainstem to the deep structures, right? We integrated all of those. Good. Then we're going brainstem to the cerebellum. All right. Integrating all of that. Now we go brainstem to the cerebrospinal fluid. All right. Moving over to those cranial nerves. Oh, yeah. And now the vestibular system. Good. So, but we want to go through each and every one of them. So we're going to do that as we did before. So now we go from cerebrum, right, to the brainstem, cerebrum to the deep structures, to the cerebellum, cerebrospinal fluid, ooh, cranial nerves. All right, vestibular system. Okay, good. All right, so what was that? Deep structures? Okay, did I do brainstem? Yes. Did I do cerebrum? Yes. Did I do deep structures? No. So let's do deep structures over to brainstem, cerebrum, cerebellum, okay, to the cerebrospinal fluid, yep, to the cranial nerves, okay, and the vestibular system. Good. Let's move over to that cerebellum, right? Brainstem, to the cerebrum, to the deep structures, yeah, to the cerebrospinal fluid, the cranial nerves, and the vestibular system. Now let's go to cerebrospinal fluid, up to the brain, to the cerebrum, good, to the deep structures, to the cerebellum, okay, to the cranial nerves, and to the vestibular system. All right, good. Now we're at the cranial nerves up to the brain stem, okay, to the cerebrum, deep structures. I don't know, I'm feeling really relaxed. To the cerebellum, cerebrospinal fluid, vestibular system. Yeah, now we're doing vestibular system to all the parts. Vestibular system to the brain stem, to the cerebrum, deep structures, the cerebellum, ooh, cerebrospinal fluid, cranial nerves. All right, so now all parts of the brain integrated and reset. Yeah. So we're going to move backwards through the system. But how are you feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah. Are you getting relaxed? I feel really relaxed.
I feel relaxed, but I also I feel like I'm taking in more light. I feel really good.
All right, good. Now we're going to go work back through, and then we're going to look for all the associations, right? But we want to make sure we didn't just do the brain. So we go back here, right? So now we're going to go brain to the spinal cord and brain to the eyes and all three of those. And it's funny because you feel like you're redoing some of them, but hey, the more the merrier, right? It's easier way to keep track of it is just to do each one to each one every time and make sure it's all covered. And why not? Okay, so now let's do the brainstem, right? We just did all of the brainstem, just like those subparts. There's those three subparts within the brain where we get all of that together, and then we do each one of those to each other part, right? It's the same thing here. So we did all of the brain, right? Integrated and reset. And now we want to make sure that the brain, all parts of it, are integrated and reset to the spinal cord. And we don't have to go into every bone and every single part of the spinal cord. We're just making that connection between the brain and the spinal cord. We don't have to go into like all the bones and all of the whole entire skeletal system. We're just doing right now these parts of the nervous system. Okay, and now let's also do the brain to the eyes. Okay, good. Spinal cord to the brain. Ooh, I'm feeling that feeling in my heart again. Spinal cord to the eyes. Okay. Eyes to the brain. Eyes to the spinal cord. All right. Okay, so we got that. Now let's move back, or up, I should say, because we started at the beginning of the nervous system all the way down into the brain, did all of that, and making our way back up to make sure we have all parts of the nervous system taken care of. So we did central nervous system. That was all the parts we just did, right? I'll just click on it so you see brain, spinal cord, eyes. Now we're going to go to peripheral. Make sure all parts of this are together. But within here, somatic system, autonomic system has three parts. So we're going to integrate all of those. Not integrate. It's integrate, reset and integrate all of those. And then we're going to work our way back. So let's start with the sympathetic nervous system, right? We want to make sure it's reset and integrated with the parasympathetic nervous system. Yeah. Make sure the sympathetic nervous system and the enteric nervous system are reset and integrated. Now let's go parasympathetic to the sympathetic. Okay. Parasympathetic to enteric. Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's go enteric to sympathetic. All right. Very good. Oh, yeah. And enteric to parasympathetic. All right, great. Now we go back. We want to make sure that the somatic and the autonomic are together, right? Somatic to the autonomic to the sympathetic. Okay, ooh, that one's got me. There's something there. All right, good. So we got that. So let's go back. So now we can go central nervous system to the peripheral nervous system, right? Central to peripheral, peripheral to central, right? Everything is integrated, everything is reset. We move back up, and that's it. We got the whole nervous system.
Cool. Wow.
So we did all of that, and now we want to work with associations.
Yeah.
So you see, I'm moving my notes here. Okay. Let's find any and all associations, anything that would turn this upside down or would have it not hold or whatever. So that's what we want to find. There could be a ton of that. There could be not much. We don't know. And then we'll see if there's anything else we need to do. I'll just keep following along. So let me just have a drink and make sure I'm grounded, because doing all of those takes my energy like way out there. I need to make sure I'm grounded. I'm going to do that grounding technique where you take this mudra and you put it right under your rib cages. And just intend, however you like to do it, to be fully grounded, fully connected to this earth, to this planet, right? Because I was just out there floating somewhere. Totally focused, totally aware in the moment, knowing and focusing exactly on what I'm doing. All right, good. Because now we're looking for associations. So, well, are there associations? Yes. I mean, they usually always are, right? Let's go back to the body code. And now we're just going to work it like we would with any other session, looking for associations. But instead of doing it like every step along the way, we're going to do it all in one chunk. So
Okay.
let's see what comes up here. All right, where are we going to find the first association that we need to take care of here? So something here on the right, not on the left. And it's in energy. Okay. Okay. Right side, no. Left side, post traumatic, offensive, no. Something in the mental area. And this could take us anywhere. To the right, not to the left. Will to. So there's some kind of a will to connected to some of what we any part of what we just did, right? Because maybe we'll find things that were part of spirit body disconnections, part of physical, part of desynchronizations, or the resets. It's like the whole thing right now. So who knows what we come up with? But we have a will to right now. So let's find out what that is and get rid of it. Would we find it in A? No, it's in B. Is it odd? Yes. So is it in 1, in 3, in 5? Something in B5. Is it the will to be abused? No. To punish or harm yourself? No. To hate yourself? No. To suffer. So will to suffer. All right. Let's get rid of it. But before we do, is there anything we need to know, understand, decode around why and how this will to suffer came about? And that's a no. And is there something else associated with this will to suffer? Anything else connected with that? Oh, there is. There's something else connected to that. So before we can get rid of that will to suffer, we're going to find out what else is connected to it. So there's another part to the will to suffer. Sometimes we can go down a rabbit hole. Sometimes we just clear it. Especially people who have done this work a lot. Subconscious mind is like, no, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. But if there's an association, like we don't have to decode where that came from, the will to suffer. But we do have to find all parts connected to it. So what's connected to it? Something here right, no left, and it's also an energy. Okay. It's on the right, an allergy or an intolerance. Right side, idea allergy, physical. No, an idea allergy. All right, so let's look on that chart. Something in A, B, C. Is it on? Yeah. So is it 1, 3, 5, 7, 5? C5. All right. Is this idea allergy to using or discovering your talents? No. Is it to joy or happiness? No. How about confidence? No. Fulfillment? No. Progress? Oh, progress. Passion. Progress. All right. So, do we need to know something about that? How that came about? Where that, anything we need to understand and know about this allergy to progress? No. Is there something more associated to this will to suffer and the idea allergy about progress? Something more? Yeah. All right. Let's find it. Oops. Tab. No. All right. So, what else is connected here? On the right? No, it's on the left. And it's an energy. Okay. On the right? No, it's on the left. Is it post traumatic? Offensive? It's in the mental area. Something right? Something right. A memory field. Okay, there's a memory field connected to this. Now, do we need to know details about the memory field? Something we need to know about this? No. Is there something else associated with it? No. Okay, so there's a memory field and this idea allergy to progress connected again to this will to suffer. So we can clear them all? Yeah. All right. So let's release this memory field. Get rid of it. Send it to the light. Let it go forevermore. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Idea allergy to progress. Can we correct the connection so you can easily move into that energy of progress and moving forward? Okay, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now let's get rid of that will to suffer. Just release it, send it to the light, dissolve it in that beautiful light and love, letting it go. Yes, okay, good. Woo. Nice and goosebumpy here. Okay, memory field's released, idea allergy is corrected, and will suffer. Okay, release. So let me just make the notes. Is corrected and released. Woo! Feels good. All right. Do we have another association to all of what we just did with rebooting the brain? Is there another one? Yeah. All right. So right, left, energy. Right, no, left, yes. Oh, post-traumatic. Okay, what kind of post-traumatic recovery interference? No, a physical trauma. All right. Now, if we do have to know details, if you don't want to say it, on camera here, you can just think it, and I can test that. Right, just putting that out there. So, is there something we need to know, understand, decode around this physical trauma? Something we have to point out here and bring up to the surface? No, good. So your subconscious mind's like, oh, I know what it is. Let's just get rid of it. But is there something else associated to this physical trauma? No. All right. So let's get rid of it. The energy that's still connected to a physical trauma, we're letting it go, sending it to the light. It was interfering with all the connections here within the brain, and now it's gone. Okay, release. Good. Yeah, I feel lots of energy moving here. All right, let's find something more. Is there something more? There is. Would it be here to the right side, not to the left side? It's also energy. Okay. On the right, allergy, emotional, a reverberation. Okay. To the right, no, to the left. Is it seeking heart energy? Current symptom? No, a sickness memory. Okay. We usually don't have to know much about them, but do we need to know any specifics about this particular sickness memory? No. Is there something else that's connected to it, associated to it? No. All right, good. Let's get rid of the sickness memory. Woo. All right, released. Yeah, I got goosebumps rolling. How are you feeling?
Good, you feel great.
Okay, good. So let's move on. Something more. Yeah, we have another association to all of everything we just said with the brain. Yeah. Okay, good. That's the beginning. Would it be here to the right? No. To the left. Is it energy? No. Circus. Toxin. Let me just make sure. Okay, we're looking for something here connected. Yeah. We have another association. Yeah. Is it right side? No, it's left. Energy. So it's a toxin. I mean, it could take us to nutrition and lifestyle. You just don't know what it's going to do. So we have a toxin. To the right, no, to the left. Is it dental, biological, food, drug toxin? Recreational, no. So we're looking at pharmaceutical. To the right, not to the left. Is it so it's over the counter medicine, and it could be from cough medicine when you were 5 years old. It could be anything. Is it energetic? It's just the energy. It's not something present right now. So it's energetic. Yeah. Do we need to know anything about it? Any details here? No. We just get rid of the toxin. So let's do that. Any associations? No. All right. Let's release this toxin. All right. It's released. So the energy of something could be stuck behind, and it's just another, like trapped emotion. It's a ball of energy just kind of stuck mucking up the work so that things don't function properly. That was over the counter medicine. Okay, what do we have next? Something more? Yeah. Something right? No, left. Back to energy. Okay. Right? No, to the left. Post traumatic. Is it offensive? No, it's mental. Right side. A memory field? No, some sort of programming. Ooh, this could take us anywhere. Is it an image? No, a despair anchor. So if it would have taken us to belief code, then we would have to end the session now and do another one because that could take a while, right? But I want to keep going because I know we're already an hour more into this, but I want to keep going. You're okay with that? You have time for that?
Mhm.
Okay. So this despair anchor, what is it? All right. So will we find this despair anchor in A, in B, in C? Is it odd? Yes. Is it 1, 3, 5, 5? Okay. Is it nothing turns out right? No. People want to hurt me. Oh, we got that one. People want to hurt me. Something's wrong with me. Universe hates me. People want to hurt me. All right. Is there anything we need to know, understand, and decode around that one? No. So your subconscious mind knows what it's all about. But is there something that is connected to it, something else associated to the people want to hurt me? No. So we can just release it, right? Let's get rid of that. Throw that energy out. We don't want that vibrating within you, right? We don't want that belief or that, because a despair anchor is just a belief. It's just a thought that your system believes is true. So we got rid of that. People want to hurt me. Is Is that released? Yeah. Moving in my heart again. Okay. Is there another association? There is. Something right, no, left, right, left. Energy on the right, on the left, post-traumatic, offensive, mental. Okay. Right side, memory field. Oh, programming. Where are we going here? Is it an image? No. Another despair anchor. Okay. Another belief, another statement that your subconscious mind believes is true. So we want to get rid of it. What is it? Feeling a lot of movement here in my heart. Are we looking at something within A? It's in B. Okay. Is it odd? No, it's even. So is it 2? Is it 4? It's 6. B6. I'll never be loved? No. I'll never be wanted. Here we go. I'll never get ahead. I'm a fraud. I'll never be wanted. So is this, you don't have to explain anything, but is this making sense to you?
Not super consciously, but I can see how it could hang around.
Okay. I mean, it could be something from when you were younger, like any of the hard times you went through then, right? Whatever that is. I don't know. So I'll never be wanted. Okay. Is there something we need to know, understand about how it came about? Do we need to bring that up to the surface here? No. Is there something else associated to it? No. So we're just getting rid of the I'll never be wanted. Who knows how that plays out? I mean, it could be like, in kindergarten, the kids didn't want you to play at their game. And, who knows? It's just energy that gets trapped, it gets stuck. So that's released. Yeah. Sometimes something that you don't think was such a big deal, or you look back at it like, that's not a big deal, but you're like, yeah, but I was 5 and that was a really big freaking deal, Who knows? It's all energy. And we can release it, which is what's great. So we have something more, another one. Yeah, we have something more. Oops. Here. Right? No. Left. Energy? No. Circuits? No. Toxin. Got another toxin. On the right this time, heavy metal, excess, EMF. Okay. Oops. I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. EMF. Toxin. Right, left, dirty electricity. EMFs are all around us, everywhere. So this is just like, what does it say here? Plugged in devices, computers, blah, 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 all that stuff. Is there something we need to decode about this one? No. Is there an association to it? No. All right, so let's get rid of that EMF toxin energy. Let it go. Let your body do what it needs to do to repair any damage that may have done. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's release. And all of these we know are connected to the work we did on the brain today. Okay. Is there another association? Yeah. Right? Nope. Left. Energy. Right side. Left side. Post-traumatic. Offensive. Nope. It's mental. Right. A memory field. Okay. Another memory field. Do we need another details? Nope. Associations? Nope. Let's just clear the memory field. Lift that energy. Send it to the light. Let it go. Transform it back to love. You know what? And let's just fill you up with tons of love, right? We did all this work. Let's just really fill your body. So much light, so much love. Just filling in all those places where we've reconnected these energy flows and now releasing these energies that were in the way. So we got rid of the memory field. Okay, so that's released. Is there another association? Yeah. Right side. Energy. Right, no. Left. Post-traumatic, no. Offensive, no. Mental. Right again. Memory field. All right, get rid of them one by one. Bring them up. Anything to know? No. Associations? No. Get rid of it. The memory field bites the dust. Let it go. All right. Released. All right. Something more. Yeah. On the right. Left. Energy. Right side. That's another allergy or intolerance. Okay. Right, no. Left, is it physical? No. Idea intolerance. Okay, you have no tolerance for whatever this is. Okay, something within A, it's B, B, C, B, odd, no, even, 2, 4, 6, B, 6. Uh, is this intolerance to leaving your family? No. Is it to moving forward? There we go. All right. Do we need to know details around this one? No. Anything to know at all? No. Association? No. Let's correct this intolerance to moving forward, right? To free you up to be able to move forward. Yeah. All right. Good. So that's corrected. Okay. Something more? Yeah. Here, body code. Where would we find this next association? Right side, left side, also energy again. Is it right? No, it's left. Post-traumatic, offensive, nope. Mental, on the right, no. On the left, will to. Okay, no will to. What do you have no will to do? Would it be in A? No, it's in B. So is it odd? Nope, it's even. 2, 4, 6. B6. Is it no will to obey? No. No will to be powerful? Yes. Be protected. Okay. So no will to be powerful. Yeah. I love when that one comes up because that's energy we don't want to hold for sure. Now, is there something we need to know about this in particular? Something associated? No. Oops, my magnet's going flying. Okay. Let's do it. Let it go. Ooh-wee. Okay, that's released. You know what? Let's just do a quick download. Let's just download for you into every single cell of your body in the highest and best way for you what it feels like to be powerful, to own your power, to know and trust in your ability to use your power in all ways that align with love and just really open you up to step into that truth of who you are, that light that you are, and that power that you are to create, to uncreate whatever comes your way. All right, good. Thank you. Ooh. Okay, good. So that uncreate thing just popped in at the end there, right? Because yeah, we want to step in our power to create things. We also want to be able to uncreate the stuff that we weren't aware of that we were creating because we didn't step into our power, right? So that's pretty good. I'll just say downloaded being in your power. All right. Okay. How you doing?
I feel good.
Okay, good. So something more here we can do. Is there another association connected to all of this work we did with the brain today? Yes, there is. Okay. So where is it? Somewhere right. No, left. It's also energy. Right side, left side, post-traumatic, offensive, no, mental. Okay. And something right, no, left. Is it, oh, it's another, it's a will to. We started with the will to, I think, right? No, toxin. Okay. Thought we had a will to. Yeah, we did. We started with the will to. Okay. Let me put a space there so I can see where I'm at. Okay, so we have a will to. What is it this time? Something that's in the A and B. It's on. It's 1. B1. Is it the will to judge? No. Is it the will to sabotage? Oh, yeah, sabotage, yes. Avoid stepping into power control. Is it self-sabotage? All right, so will to self-sabotage. Well, we don't want that. I want to release that one, but do we need to know how it came about, what was going on, anything like that? No. Anything associated with it? No. All right, let's get rid of it. Will to sabotage, no longer. Sending it away, sending it to the light. Whew, that'll keep you from being in your power. It's release. Okay, do we have another association? No. Do we have another association connected to all the work we did here with the brain today? No. Okay, so we released all the associations, right? Interesting how we started I mean, sometimes things like that happen. We started with the will to suffer and we ended with the will to self-sabotage. I know all that stuff sandwiched in between. So we got rid of that stuff. Now, so let's just ask this question. Is there anything else that needs to be done to maintain this newly connected activity within the brain? Is there something more that needs to be done? No. Okay, well, good. So let's just see the focus word. What was our focus word?
Relaxation.
Say it again.
Relaxation.
Oh, yeah, relaxation. Okay. Okay. So let me just put the word here. Now, how are you doing with this word of relaxation? So I don't remember how I asked it in the beginning, but we're going to ask, is your system okay with relaxation? Yes. Are you allowed to be in a state of relaxation? Yes. Are you capable of being in a state of relaxation? Yeah. Okay. That's good. All right. So we're good with relaxation. Now I'm going to just say all good here. Are you free to move into a state of relaxation whenever you choose? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you know what? After we're done with all of this, let's see how things go. I know I have another session with you. We'll maybe next week sometime, right? And let's see what happens after you settle in with all of this, and we can ask that question again about relaxation. Okay, so let's ask this one. This is always a good question. Are there any trapped emotions connected to all of this that need to be released? Are there any trapped emotions connected to all of this that we missed? Anything that we missed? No. Any trapped emotions we need to release to maintain and make sure you can hold all the resets we did today? Anyone to be released? No. So any trapped emotions that could undo what we've done here today? No. Okay, so we're good with the trapped emotions. And let's just ask this last question here. Is there something else that needs to be done with this whole brain reset we did today? Anything else needs to be done here? No. And let's just make sure that everything's been checked and balanced. So did we accomplish today resetting and balancing all the different aspects and parts of the brain? Is that done? Is that good? Is that holding? Yeah. Okay. So we're good. Everything's reset. All right. So how are you? I'm going to take this screen share off again and just, ask you how you're doing. So how you feeling?
I feel great. I'm really excited to see how this kind of rests in the body.
It's interesting, right? Yeah. And, sometimes you might notice things right away. Sometimes you might not, just like a heart wall. When we remove the heart wall, sometimes you don't notice it right away, but over time, you're like, oh my God, that thing would have set me off and it didn't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good. So anything you would say about having done this, like that would maybe encourage other people to want to try it for themselves? Any input in that way?
Yeah, I could in real time feel a difference when we were doing the brain circuitry. Sometimes I feel something, sometimes I don't, and today was definitely, I just felt my own energy kind of. It felt like these gates were being opened. And
Yeah.
felt very good. Yeah, even just during the process. So I'm really excited about what I can observe in the next couple of days.
All right, good. I know it. To me, everything felt great, and I still have this kind of like something changing within the heart center.
Mhm.
So, and there's something we can do. I'll talk to you about it on the next thing with kind of like a reset with the heart. Like maybe. Yeah, I don't want to ask it now. Well, at our next session, I'll see if we need to do some reset around the heart. It's just a very simple thing to do, but let's sit with this energy now.
Yeah.
Because I think this feeling here, it could just be indicating like, it's like, yeah, okay, good. Finally.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right. So thank you everybody for watching. You have any questions about this, put them down in the comments below. I'd love to answer and interact with people here on my channel, or just email me. Go to my website. Lots of information there. Lovemylife.coach. Anyway, Thank you again for being my person here to work with for today. And everybody else, we'll see you. Bye.